I did. I was doing. I had done. I had been doing. What's the difference? Hey everyone, this is Naren and welcome back to a new session of English with me. Tenses in English can be super confusing, right? We do have three main tenses: past, present and future. Today we are going to talk about the past tense, the four forms of the past tense. We say I did, I was doing, I had done, I had been doing. What's the difference? And when do we use which? Don't worry, in this video I'm going to explain you about the four past tenses. I will explain it in the simplest and clearest way possible. We'll use examples, tips and even short story to make sure you really understand and never forget them again. So, go grab a notebook, stay with me till the end to master the past tense in English. We do have a friend with us today. This is Alex. Last Sunday was the craziest day of his life, and today we will hear his story and learn all the four past tenses along the way. Let's get started. Let's start with simple past tense. It is used for completed actions in the past. Okay, now write down in your notebook simple past, and the first point, it is used for completed actions in the past. You know when it happened, you know the specific time. Now, to form a sentence in the past tense, in the simple past tense, you need a format, you need a structure. You just need to include words in this format to create a simple past tense, and that structure is subject plus V2. V2 is the past form of the verb. If you are confused about the terms like V1, V2, V3, I'll pin a video here where I have explained all forms of verbs in English. So if you are confused about that, first go and watch that video, then continue watching this video. Okay, now let's continue. So the sentence structure, or to create a simple past sentence, you need a subject and then a verb, the V2 form of the verb, that is the past form of the verb. Now write the next point in your notebook, subject plus V2. Some examples are, I watched a movie yesterday. It already happened and I know the specific time, like it happened yesterday. I know the time, yesterday. So it is the simple past tense. She visited her grandmother last week. She visited, it already happened last week. Visited, it's the past form of the verb, visited. She visited her grandmother last week. They played football in the evening. They played football in the evening. I'll give you one tip. We often use yesterday, last week, last night, in 2001, 2 days ago, etc. in the simple past sentences. Now let's listen to Alex's story. I told you that his Sunday was a disaster. Let's see what happened on Sunday. It's the start of the day. Alex woke up late. He missed his bus. He spilled coffee on his shirt. It was a disaster. So all these sentences are in simple past tense. We are talking about something that happened last Sunday. It already happened. So we use simple past in all the sentences here. So think about Alex. It really is a disaster. Just imagine waking up late, missing bus, spilling coffee on shirt. Oh God. Okay, now in between this session, I'll try to give you little practices, like quick practice. I'll ask you some simple questions. Try to answer those questions. You know, these are opportunities. These questions, the things I ask you to comment on, all these are opportunities for you to learn English. Don't avoid any opportunity that comes your way. You can comment how many times you want. Like now I'm asking you a question. Just write the answer right now. Don't wait till the end of the video. Just comment the answer right now. Okay, now let me give you a quick practice here. I'll give you a sentence. Try to convert it into simple past tense. I eat breakfast at 8 a.m. I eat breakfast at 8 a.m. The second one is past continuous. It is used for an action that was happening at a particular time in the past. An action happening at a particular time in the past. Don't forget to write down these points in your notebook. So, past continuous is usually used to set the background or to show interruption. The sentence structure is subject plus was or were plus verb in the ing form. You need a subject, then you should use was or were. Was or were is used according to the subject. If it's plural, we use were, and if it's singular, we use was. And then you need a verb in the ing form. Examples. It will be more easy for you from the examples. I was watching TV when the power went out. So the power went out is happening in the background. I was watching TV. It's like answering this question. What were you doing when the power went out? I was watching TV when the power went out. They were studying at 10 p.m. They were studying at 10 p.m. She was cooking dinner while he was setting the table. See, something else is happening in the background. She was cooking dinner while he was setting the table. I'll give you a little tip. Look for when or while in the sentences to know it is past continuous tense. Like in the previous example we told, I was watching TV when the power went out. She was cooking dinner while he was setting the table. So check whether you can see any when or while in the sentence. A quick Sorry, we just forgot Alex. Let's go back to Alex. What happened to Alex then? When Alex was waiting for the next bus, it started raining. He was standing there with no umbrella. Such a bad day, right? And this story is in past continuous tense. Just look at the sentence. You can spot while in it. Also from the sentence structure, that is subject plus was or were plus verb in the ing form, you can confirm this is a past continuous tense. Now the quick practice. What were you doing yesterday at 7 p.m.? Say it aloud. What were you doing yesterday at 7 p.m.? The next one is past perfect. It's used to show which action happened first when we talk about two past actions. I'll say it once again. When we are talking about two past actions, past perfect is used to show which action happened first. You know, it might be a little confusing when you listen to the explanation, but it will be very clear when you listen to the examples. Okay, before that, let's look at the sentence structure. Subject plus had plus V3. V3 is the past participle. Subject plus had plus V3. Now let's look at some examples. I had already eaten when he arrived. I had already eaten. You know, two actions happened in the past. I eating and his arriving. So here to know which action happened first, we use the past participle form like this. I had already eaten when he arrived. The next example, she had already finished the homework before the class started. Two actions, finishing the homework and class starting. So which action happened first here? She finished her homework. The next sentence, they had left the house by 9 p.m. Now I'll give you a little tip. It's usually used with before, after, already, just. You can just look at the examples. From that you can understand we usually use it with before, after, already, just. Not always, but usually it comes with these words. Okay, now let's look at Alex's story in past perfect form. By the time he reached the office, the meeting had already finished. His boss had sent him 5 messages. Now let's have a quick comparison between simple past and past perfect. In simple past, we say, I ate dinner. In past perfect, we say, I had eaten dinner before they came. I hope this is more easy to understand when you try to compare. The next one is past perfect continuous. I don't know how to explain this, but this is a little bit tricky. No, it's not tricky. The sentence, everything is very easy, but the explanation, when I say it, you'll be like, oh God, what is this? Let's look at the explanation. It's used to talk about something that happened in the past and continued for some time before another past action. I'll say it once again. It's used to talk about something that started in the past and it continued for some time before another past action. Let's look at some examples to make it more clear. Before that, the sentence structure. The sentence structure is subject plus had been plus verb in the ing form. Subject plus had been plus verb in the ing form. Example, he had been studying for 3 hours when I called him. So, he had been studying for 3 hours. Just before I called him, he had been studying for 3 hours. So, when I called him, that action stopped. We had been living in that city before we moved to England. So, here, till we moved to England, we had been living in that city. So, 2 actions, one stopped just before another action, another past action. A little tip, this is usually used with for and since to show time duration. Usually, not always, be careful about that. You don't always have for and since in the sentence. Now, what happened to Alex? Alex was exhausted. He had been running around the city all morning. He had been working late the night before too. We just used past perfect continuous tense in the sentences in the story. So that's Alex's story. This is why he said it was a disaster. Now it's a little story time. Now that we know all the past tenses, let's connect them with a little story. Now your job is to listen to the story and find all the 4 tenses and comment it down. If you cannot find it, replay and try to catch them. Last Sunday, I woke up late. I was getting ready when my phone rang. My friend had already reached the cafe. I had been planning to meet him for weeks. Can you spot the 4 tenses? Comment it below. Okay, now I want you all to understand and to use these tenses in your everyday situation. So before winding up, I'll just give you a mini quiz. I want to just fix this in your brain. You should never forget past tenses, the 4 past tenses in your life. For that, this last mini quiz. Just 4 questions. Try to answer these 4 questions and don't forget to comment your answers below. I'll try to pin the first all right answers. The first question, I dash in the bracket finish my homework before dinner. The second question, they dash play in the bracket football when it started raining. She dash in the bracket live in London for 5 years before moving. The last question, he dash in the bracket go to the market yesterday. Now you know all 4 past tenses in English. Don't just watch Pause, repeat, and try to make your own sentences using these 4 past tenses in English. You know what? Practice makes progress. So guys, this is all for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll be back with a new video soon. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Bye.